Should you rent land or buy it if you want to go off-grid? This is one of the biggest decisions you'll make. It can completely shape your experience, costs, and success. Many rush into buying land, while others stay stuck renting. The truth is, both options have advantages and disadvantages. The smarter choice depends on your situation, budget, and long-term goals. In this video, we're going to break it all down in a simple and practical way so you can decide what makes sense for you. Let's start with buying land. Buying land gives you full control. It's your property, your rules, and you can build exactly as you want. You're not relying on a landlord, and you don't risk losing access to your setup after investing significant time and money. Owning land also makes long-term planning easier. You can invest in permanent systems like solar arrays, wells, and septic systems. Over time, this can actually save money because you're building something stable instead of temporary. However, buying land comes with major upfront costs. Depending on location, land alone can cost tens of thousands of euros. On top of that, you may face legal restrictions, zoning laws, and permit requirements that limit what you can actually do. Another challenge is commitment. Once you buy, you're tied to that location. If climate or water access is poor, it's hard to change. Now let's look at renting land. Renting gives you flexibility. You can test off-grid living without making a huge financial investment. Your upfront costs are much lower. This allows you to invest more money into your systems, skills, and equipment instead of land. Another advantage is that it forces you to build smarter, modular setups that can be moved or upgraded easily. However, renting has serious limitations. The biggest one is lack of control. You are dependent on the landowner's rules. You might not be allowed to install permanent structures or drill a well. There's always risk that the agreement could end. Buying is better for long-term stability and independence. Renting is better for flexibility, learning, and lower initial cost. So which one is smarter? For most beginners, renting first is often the smarter move to learn without committing all your money. Once you have real experience, buying becomes much less risky. You'll know exactly what environment and systems you need. However, if you had experience and a clear plan, buying land can be the better choice to build without limitations. There is also a hybrid approach. Some live in a mobile setup like a van while searching for the right property. Good sunlight, water access, and a suitable climate will have a bigger impact on success than whether you rent or own. Financially, renting spreads costs over time, while buying requires a large upfront investment but can be cheaper long-term. To summarize, renting is for beginners and flexibility. Buying is for long-term living and full control. Off-grid living is a journey. The more you learn before committing, the more successful your setup will be. Subscribe to Off-Grid Life Tech for more practical guides. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your off-grid journey.